Body code is a type of energy psychology that is used both in person and can be done online or remotely with the consent of an individual. This type of energy psychology is non-invasive, does not require hypnosis, and you'll see in this video that it's rather straightforward and doesn't involve a whole lot of talking, but there might be in this. This is the healing work that's being done is actually real. There are some things I have not addressed yet, and you will find that in this video in terms of what can be released both emotionally and mentally in any patient, really. I don't do emotion code or body code strictly by the book made by Dr. Brad Nelson. What I do is more of an adaptation of my own based on experience and practice with my current clients, and I've also integrated other modalities into my work. One is understanding human design better and being able to utilize that and integrate it into my work. It is a very sophisticated system and provides some generalities that people do find very handy and helpful to help them realign with the harmonious aspect of being, because each person has their own signature of energy. They need to know how it sways from dark to light, and that's why I integrate it. And it is really helpful to people out there, and I hope it gets integrated into energy psychology in the near future. So without further waiting, I'm going to proceed, and you can enjoy my self-examination. Thank you for watching. Well, hello, Nelson. Nice to meet you today. How are you feeling?
Overall, I feel pretty good. I feel comfortable in my own skin, but at the same time, there's something that's doesn't feel like it's really settled. Doesn't feel very comfortable at the same time. And I think that's more to do with expanding my network and feeling like I can connect with people and they can have that sense of confidence in me that I have in myself. But there seems to be something there that I need to sort of get out of the way so that I can approach people with a stronger sense of self-confidence in myself and being able to essentially engage and have that mutual trigger of excitement and exploration and adventure, so that people can see that what I have to offer is not just for them but for their clients, is going to be a game changer for their life too.
Well, let's find out what the imbalances are that are getting in the way of you being that social magnet that you would like to be. Well, Nelson, you know, we've been through this before in previous sessions, and you know that the body speaks. So without further delay, let's get started. And we're going to get started by doing a sway test. And I'm going to ask you to stand up, close your eyes, and we're going to go through the control test questions. So first, I'm going to ask you to use your name. Say, my name is Nelson. Close your eyes and allow your body to sway forward or backward without any conscious control whatsoever. Just surrender to it. So please say your name and proceed. My name is Nelson. And if it sways forward, yes. I also want to get a confirmation on the no. Say, my name is Pokemon, and allow for your body to sway.
Sure, I'll do that. My name is Nelson. Swaying forward. My name is Pokemon. Swaying backward. All right, yeah, that seems to work.
Thank you for confirming that. Now we're going to do the sway testing for the following questions. So remain with your eyes closed and let's proceed. Is this imbalance an emotional one?
Is it emotional? Yeah, it is emotional.
Is it based in shame? Is it based in anger?
Is it based in shame? Is it based in anger? No, not based in shame or anger.
Is it based in sadness? Is it based in fear?
Is it based in sadness? Is it based in fear? Seems to be based in fear.
So it is based in fear. Now in the fear column, Nelson, is this trapped emotion found in an odd row of column A, or is it in an even row?
Is it in an odd row? Is it in an even row?
Okay, let's move forward on A. Is it in the second row?
Is it in an even row? Seems to be an even row.
Thank you. Is it the first option? Nelson, from the chart that I have here, what it means is you have some insecurity that's trapped inside. And what we're going to do is we're going to find out where this insecurity comes from, how long it's been since you last dealt with it, and then we're going to start releasing it as soon as we find out why that could be the case. Let's see how much there is now. Is there more than one trapped emotion of insecurity?
Is there more than one trapped emotion of insecurity that I have to release? Yep. More than 5? No.
Okay, thank you. So we have 5 trapped emotions of insecurity.
All right.
Is there a trapped emotion of insecurity from the first half of your life?
Is it based in the first half of my life? Nope.
Is there a trapped emotion of insecurity in the third quarter?
The third quarter of my life. So he's forward on that.
Is there more than one from the third quarter of your life?
Is there more than one trapped emotion from the third quarter of my life? More than 2. More than 3? Nope.
Is there a trapped emotion of insecurity in the fourth quarter of your life?
More than 1 in the fourth quarter? More than 2? Okay.
There is 2. Let's find out when the fourth one was stored or unprocessed. Was it at age 31?
37. Yep. So there's one at 37.
It's at 37 years of age. Wonderful. Is the last one within the last 2 years?
Past the age of 40. Yeah.
Yes. Within the last 12 months?
Within the last 12 months.
Yes. Within the last 6 months?
Within the last 6 months. No.
No. Within the last 7 months?
Within the last 7.
Wonderful. So we have 5 trapped emotions, 3 at age 30, and we have 1 at age 37 and 30. Let's see if there's a need to know more. Please close your eyes. And is there a need to know more? There is. Okay. Nelson, do you remember anything that happened in 2008 where you may have stored about 3 trapped emotions of insecurity, or were going through a lot of insecurity at that time, allow things to surface? This is from 2008.
Yeah, at around 30, my little one was on her way, or she had already been born. My wife was going to go on maternity leave. Pay wasn't as good then, and I was in a competitive sales environment, and I found it difficult to compete with some of the more sales savvy as opposed to tech savvy salespeople. And I was more service oriented, and they were more profit driven. So in the end, it was challenging to say the least, and bring home what was necessary. So I didn't feel like a true breadwinner at the time, and I felt a little insufficient in my production. So yeah, there was that. There was a few times where I felt that way as my firstborn was on her way. So yeah, those were challenging times where I may have not felt so secure in myself and my ability to bring home what was needed.
Thank you for sharing. Is that something that is reoccurring in the present moment now, in the last 7 months, where you're feeling insecurity again?
Well, yeah, there was some in the last 7 months. I'd say that the same thing that happened a while back in my 30s has sort of crept up again in regards to my wife being packaged out, and in mid-January is when things start to get a little bit more uncertain, because her package runs out by then, and we're only depending on her savings. So moving forward, I'm doing the best I can to bring home what's needed for my family to make sure that we can keep our home and pay our bills. We might have to get a little bit more innovative in terms of our spending, or ingenious. And yeah, that's sort of creeping up again right now. And I'm sure I'm not the only person out there. There's probably people in worse shape, and they have to make even more difficult decisions. I still feel blessed with what I have, but I would like the economic situation to change. Doing everything I can in order to try and create ingenious ways to help people, but at the same time make sure that it's fair and that my family gets what they need. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Feeling a little uncertain about the not too distant future.
Thank you. Do you feel like you're under quite a bit of pressure?
Certainly there's some pressure there. I think in my human design chart, I have that open root, which means I always feel like I'm under pressure to do something. And I see a lot of ideas out there, and at the same time, I've got to be true to me and my strategy and what I'm here to do, which is to respond to those who need me, need my emotional intelligence and my sales savvy nature. And I would like to be welcomed into a community or a tribe that can make use of my ability to emotionally transform the states of people. And yeah, that would be great. I would just go and get it and get her done, and make the most out of it. But with this economic uncertainty right now, we are challenged to be as ingenious as we can be. And so I take that challenge full on, and I just hope that there are other people out there that will see what I have to offer and engage with me. Because I'm not someone that's going to take them for a ride and leave them stranded with nothing left in their pockets. I want to make sure they get as much value from me as they can.
Nelson, since I have studied your human design chart in the past, I noticed that you're a manifesting generator, and that you have a kind of a combination of being alone and also liking to engage with other people in a social context, expanding your network and having good dialogue with people. I also understand that you have an emotional authority, which means you need your emotions to rise and fall and get back to equilibrium before you make a decision. I also notice that you are a born salesman. You know how to talk people through their experience in terms of buying goods and services. Now we're going to find out how much intention is going to be required to request the release of this unprocessed emotional insecurity from your past. So let's find out. Stand up and close your eyes and tell me how many it's going to take. It's going to take more than 5 intentional somatic triggers.
More than 5. Yes.
More than 10.
More than 10. Yes.
More than 15.
More than 15. Yes.
More than 20.
More than 20. No.
Not more than 20. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Alright, now let's begin releasing these resonances of insecurity that were unprocessed. So repeat after me while running your hands, you can use both, from the forehead to the base of the neck. Let's begin. I release the first resonance of insecurity from the age of 30. Repeat this 7 times. I release the first resonance of insecurity from age 30. And keep repeating that until you've said it 7 times and done about 15 plus passes. Let me know when you're done.
All right. I got it. Okay. I release the first resonance of insecurity from age 30. I release the first resonance of insecurity from age 30. I release the first resonance of insecurity from age 30. I release the first resonance of insecurity from age 30. I release the first resonance of insecurity from age 30. I release the first resonance of insecurity from age 30. I release the first resonance of insecurity from age 30. I release the first resonance of insecurity from age 30. All right. I'll do the next one now. All right, so I've completed those 3 releases now, and I'm ready for the next one.
Thank you for confirming that you're done. Please now, as you're standing there, eyes closed, let's confirm that it is now being released in its entirety. is the resonance of insecurity from age 30 being released from your body in its entirety.
Are all three being released now? All right, cool. A lot less insecurity now.
Thank you for confirming that. Okay, Nelson, we've released all 5 resonances of insecurity that were unprocessed within the last 13 years. How do you feel?
Yeah, actually, I feel quite good right now. I feel more relaxed. I feel like there's less pressure, and that means quite a bit because with my open root center in my chart, I can feel like I'm under pressure to do things, even when people are just looking at me. I'm like, "What do you need? What do you want?" So it's really quite challenging to control that, and I'm still trying to master that right now. So making sure I pick what excites me. That's really what it boils down to. I like to help as many people as I can, but I need to know to make sure that I don't spread myself too thin. So yeah, I feel good. I feel like it's helping a lot.
Nelson, I always believe that our healing is continuing and ongoing, so I'm going to request you do a test and see if there's anything further that we need to release that not necessarily is emotional, but that maybe is fueled by the emotions that you did not process and related to insecurity. Again, as you're standing up, close your eyes and ask the question, is there more to be released today that is not associated with emotions? Test. Is this a broadcast message?
Is it a broadcast message?
Is this a post-hypnotic suggestion?
Is it a post-hypnotic suggestion? Okay, so it's a post-hypnotic suggestion.
Is this for all 3?
Is there more than one that I need to release today? Is there more than 2? Is there more than 3? Okay, there's just 3 post-hypnotic suggestions to release today.
Okay, thank you. So insecurity, sense of sort of comfort knowing where you are, so it makes sense that we're dealing with the root center. Let's find out what kind of limiting beliefs. Is it in the first row of the root center?
Is it in row 1? Yep, it's in row 1.
Is it row 6?
Row 6. All right, looks like it's in row 1 and 6.
So we have imbalances in both row 1 and row 6 of the root chakra chart. All right, so now we're going to explore these rows. You had this being etched into your psyche that I can't find a way out. The next one is, so at age 7, you're saying that I can't feel too much, my emotions must be controlled. The last one is, the world is unsafe and I have to protect myself. We can work on seeing if there's any specific sayings that you might feel like could be different than what is being said here. Do any of these post-hypnotic suggestions require more than 3 somatic triggers with intention to release?
Will it take more than 3 somatic triggers with intent? Yep.
Do they need more than 6?
Will it take more than 6? Yep.
Do they need more than 9?
Will it take more than 9? It won't take more than to release each of the 3.
Okay, they do not need more than 9. So let's proceed. And all I need you to do is repeat what I say. And I want you to repeat it 4 times while we do 9 passes or more. I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that I can't find a way out. I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that I can't find a way out. Please repeat 2 more times and let me know when you're done as you do your passes.
I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that I can't find a way out. I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that I can't find a way out. I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that I can't find a way out. I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that I can't find a way out. I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that I can't find a way out.
Thank you for confirming that you completed the task. We're going to continue with the rest. Let's begin.
I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that I can't feel too much. I must be in control of my emotions. I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that I can't feel too much. I must be in control of my emotions. I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that I can't feel too much. I must control my emotions. I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that I can't feel too much. I must control my emotions. I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that I can't feel too much. I must control my emotions. I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that it's not safe out there. I must protect myself. I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that the world is unsafe and I must protect myself. I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that the world is unsafe. I must protect myself. I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that the world is unsafe. I must protect myself. I release the post-hypnotic suggestion that the world is unsafe. I must protect myself. You want to find out if those 3 post-hypnotic suggestions are released? All right. Are all 3 post-hypnotic suggestions released now? In their entirety? All right.
Nelson, how do you feel now that we've released both 5 trapped emotions of insecurity and 3 post-hypnotic suggestions relating to it?
Well, I do feel more at ease. I do feel like I don't have to worry about other people's validation about what I do. I feel really confident that what I do works. I'm making a difference in people's lives, and I should share this more often. And I think I've got some ideas that could really help people, inspire people to get things going, that are serving people and helping them out, going through tough times. It doesn't have to be so daunting that when we're providing that support for ourselves, we can really get through difficult times together. But I have to be confident knowing that I can help those people and they can put their faith in me. So yeah, there's a sense of liberation, a sense of freedom from it. It's great. On the other side of that, I am getting a little tired. I've done a lot of sway work, and my feet, are getting a little sore now. And are we done?
I expected that. We've done a lot of work today, so well done. But before you go, I would like to find out on a quick test to see what's coming up on the queue that you need to be releasing so that you can feel even more free to attract the life that will bring you happiness and joy.
Sure, we can find out what's really coming up for me on the next healing session. Sure, no problem. Oh, sorry, you want me to okay, all right, so I'll do the sway test.
So stand up and close your eyes and ask yourself the question: are there more emotional imbalances that need to be released in order for you to feel free to attract the right people into your life?
Is there another emotion that needs to be released from me next? Okay.
Yes, there is. Okay, thank you for confirming. Is this emotional, unprocessed energy also found in the fear family of emotions?
Is it also in the fear family? Yep.
It is. Okay. Is it in column A?
Is it in column A? Is it in column B?
B. It's in B. Is it in an odd row?
The fourth one. Yep. So which is the fourth one?
It's number 4. Okay, so number 4 is being overprotective.
Protective. Oh, okay. Yeah, probably a little bit of that too. And there's, if you're feeling a little insecure, then you're probably going to want to be a little overprotective.
So now that we've done all that, I'm going to give you some empowerment programming so that when you get it in your inbox, your email, I want you to, whether it be write it down repeatedly or record it onto your phone so that you can hear yourself programming yourself with something that's beneficial and uniquely customized to your specific type of empowerment, your energy signature. So Nelson, if I give you these affirmations to empower you naturally that are customized to your unique blueprint, will you repeat them to yourself and have that etched into your psyche so that you can be comfortable and be empowered with who you naturally are?
Oh, you're going to provide me some work to do on myself that I can do on my own? Yeah, it's great. I'll do it, absolutely. I don't want to just be purging. I really do want to get to that next level, and I want to make sure that I don't have to worry about holding back, because if it's coming from a place of grace, then it's going to be benevolent for everyone. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Nelson, you do have a big heart, and right now that is what the world really needs most right now. Nelson, you're setting a good example for men by being open and vulnerable to releasing what's trapped inside, what's holding you back from attracting more of the things you want in your life. Okay? So let's schedule a session about 2 to 3 weeks from now, and we're going to work on the overprotective nature that you don't need to engage in or have it come up in your life as much as it should. All right? Does that sound good? Well, that is the end of the session.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate all the help. Take care. You too. See ya.
Thank you for watching this session that I did on myself. I hope you felt that it was pretty simple, straightforward. The healing was genuine. I was working on myself, and I felt that I wanted to share that with you, and that I want generally men to understand that healing doesn't have to be all that difficult. You don't have to talk about all the bad things that happen to you, but you can always reflect upon what didn't work, what did work, what you may have done wrong, what others have done wrong to you, and you get a chance to find the patterns that, how far back does this go, and realize that there's, more and more stuff that can go back as far as when you were really, really young. In some cases, you could have trauma stored while you were in the womb of your own mother. She could be verbally attacked, emotionally, psychologically abused, physically abused while you are in her womb. And things can go that far back. And if you want to break ancestral patterns, this process also finds out just how far back some aggression goes, depression, grief, a lot of other really serious emotions, even patterns of betrayal that stem from your lineage that continue to be a pattern in this life for you. So there are a lot of imbalances, and I've gone through about over 250 thus far, and I'm in my mid-40s. Now, I haven't had as much trauma as some of the people out there have, where they've been sexually abused, or whether they've been psychologically abused by their parents, or they've gone from not so great foster homes, or they had parents that were addicted to substances. So there's a lot of stuff that can happen to a kid early on, and I just want you to know that you don't have to talk about those really difficult times, but the most important thing is that you do release the energy stored within you from those times. If there's a need to know more, maybe there's a life lesson there that's really valuable to learn, so you could take it with you, so you can take that with you and move forward knowing that that was then, this is now, you know better, and you're going to show up and not going to be vulnerable to the same patterns that your parents had, or maybe you don't know your parents, but you do have some of their traits. It's important for us to do all our healing work so we can break these karmic patterns and move toward a world that really does less judging and more understanding. The more we understand, the more solutions we can create. The less we understand, the more conflict we generate. So thanks again for watching, and if you'd like to be engaging with a session with me in the not too distant future, you can visit a link down below that will bring you to my landing page. You can read a couple stories there and some really powerful reviews, and there's a no risk 3-session trial you could take. You do pay up front, but if you don't get the shifts that I really want you to get, I'm going to give you a full refund. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing and talking with you soon. Take care, everyone, and stay safe.